Dude, I'm so stoked for the Warped Tour. I heard Chunk, no Captain Chunk's gonna be there. What's up? I'm Trent Windsor and we're here in search of the perfect shuffle. It's time for a good old request video. I'd like to thank Domathan1503 for requesting this video. Because of him, today I'll be reviewing Sempiternal by Bring Me the Horizon. Bring Me the Horizon is a rock band from England. I say rock band because they've kind of been in and out of a bunch of different genres. They've been down the metalcore road, they've been down the just straight up hard rock road. They've kind of dabbled in electronic type stuff, a little bit more poppy type stuff. They've been all over the place. This album, Sempiternal, seems to be kind of the middle point for a lot of those different directions that they took. It also seems to be the essential album from the early era of this band. So should I be grateful that this album was requested? Let's find out as I review it song by song. Song number 1 is called Can You Feel My Heart? This is a rock song that actually starts out pretty electronic. There's a lot of glitchiness to it. It very much reminds me of that band Breathe Carolina. They did that song Blackout that was really terrible but very popular. And, you know, while I didn't like that band, they had some similar elements where it was kind of glitchy, electronic, mixed with hard rock, metal type stuff. Fun story, I actually saw Breathe Carolina once live and it was really bad. From there, it transitions into a very hard-hitting, heavy rock song. Ollie Sykes, the singer, has a very cool voice. I like how his vocals are very shouted, but they're still very melodic, and you can understand the words he's saying pretty clearly, which is not something that's very common for vocalists that scream or shout their lyrics. There's a few little piano flourishes in this song, very atmospheric, very surreal. In this song, it gets kind of corny, but that's just what it is. I wouldn't say this song has a ton of replay value, but I would blame that mostly on the very sappy bridge. The rest of the song is hard-hitting, very cool. I love the instrumentals. It's a good intro to the album, so I would say this one is 40% skippable. Song number 2 is called House of Wolves. This one is a lot more straightforward metal. You've got the screamed vocals, but the words are still very crystal clear, a real plus for me. The verses on this song really thrash, hit hard, get your blood pumping, just make you want to hardcore dance. These angry, blood-pumping verses are juxtaposed really nicely with the broad and sweeping choruses. I really love the breakdown in this song. The breakdown just hits. It makes you want to just bang your freaking head. This one is 30% skippable. Song number 3 is called Empire, Let Them Sing. This song kind of feels like metal with an atmospheric choir background. Kind of has a medieval feel to it. There's so many layered vocals and echoes in this song that it almost sounds like there's a whole army singing, which is a pretty cool effect. This song also presents a great variety. It's pretty dynamic. Some is loud, some is soft, and it kind of transitions between the two. It's not all just, you know, some of it is, I really like this song. I would say it's also 30% skippable. Song number 4 is called Sleepwalking. This one is very, very melodic, a lot more melodic than any of the songs that have been on the album up to this point. I really love the drum work on this song. There's some very cool patterns. It's very dynamic, very unique, and kind of takes a front seat in this one. This one has some more electronic influences as well. Unfortunately, most of the song is just pretty especially the bridge. The bridge is super blah. The breakdown is pretty nice, but it's really short. I would say there are some good redeeming qualities for this song, but overall it's 45% skippable. Song number 5 is called Go to Hell for Heaven's Sake. Sorry, Mom. This song has a lot of similar elements to House of Wolves, but it's very, very toned down. It's like if you neutered all of the wolves in the House of Wolves, you know, The chorus on this one really doesn't hit with me. I just don't like the melody. They even say the phrase bleed it out in this song, which may be what reminded me of Linkin Park. It just seems like a weird, bad Linkin Park copy. If you want to hear a better version of this song, just listen to Bleed It Out, I guess. So I would say this one is 60% skippable. Song number 6 is called Shadow Moses, and we start off right off the bat with a breakdown. And this isn't the first breakdown of the song, people. In fact, the next breakdown won't be the last. There's breakdowns galore. There's a breakdown for you and a breakdown for you. This song is the Oprah of breakdowns. Personally, in a metal song, the breakdown is my favorite part. Just that raw, instinctive, guttural power. So if you put more of those in the song and less of that chorus and verse stuff, I will be very happy. And that's exactly what's going on in this song. In fact, the chorus is really the only little break from the hard-hitting energy of this song. It splits it up, it gives it a little bit of variety, which makes it nice. But that's the only break you're gonna get from your hardcore dancing. The song is amazing. I would say it's 25% skippable. Song number 7 is called And Then the Snakes Started to Sing. And what did they sing? Trust in me. This one's a much slower and softer song than any of the other songs on this album. The thing about it is, the heavy metal ballad just was never my thing. There always has to be at least one super lame, boring, kind of sappy ballad in these metal albums. I'll never understand it. It just doesn't seem right to me, man. Metal is about energy and rocking and headbanging, and then you throw in something that's so not that. I'd say it's 65% skippable. Song number 8 is called Seen It All Before. This song is just a toned down version of the harder songs on the album. It's like we've seen all of the tricks this song is pulling out before. Well, this one I would say is 70% skippable. Song number 9 is called Antivist, and it is incredibly angry. The rest of these kind of have little refrains, have a softer side to them. This one is just pure rage. Some of the lyrics in this song, okay? We start off right away with middle fingers up if you don't give a fadoodle. Or we keep going with we're fluffed, but you're making it worse. The song is about slacktivists, the people who just kind of sit in their homes and tweet about what they think is wrong with the world but never really do anything. I love the energy in this song. I am not that upset about the topic, but I am captivated by how upset this band is. So I would say this one is 30% skippable. Song number 10 is called Crooked Young. This is some sweeping strings behind a metal song. Unfortunately, Metallica already did it better. Go listen to No Leaf Clover with that one symphony behind it. It's really good. Back to the band we're talking about, Bring Me the Horizon. It's a pretty straightforward song, otherwise it's kind of blah. The one thing that really stuck out to me is that when he says crooked young, he could be saying one of three things. Crooked yunk, crooked yuck, or crooked yoke. Personally, I like crooked yunk. This song, as a whole, 60% skippable. The last song on the album is called Hospital for Souls. Here we've got more strings, but it's a lot more gentle of a song. I should say that the verse is gentle, while the chorus is screamed and very energetic and heavy. This song kind of reminds me of the climax to an Explosions in the Sky album. It's very broad, very sweeping, very atmospheric. It creates an entire scene. You've got great instrumental work from everybody in the band, and everybody is kind of doing their own thing, but still working together, playing off of each other to create this huge soundscape. It seems like the most thoughtful and mature song on the whole album. However, I'm still not a fan of the metal ballad, and this song kind of falls into that category. I would say keep it around, it's 45% skippable. Tallying everything up mathematically as a whole, this album is 45% skippable. I'm pretty picky about my hard rock / metal music that I listen to these days. You know, I kind of grew up on it, but now looking back, a lot of it is pretty corny. When I was growing up, however, I never really listened to Bring Me the Horizon. Even though I was going to Warped Tour, I was into a lot of similar bands, I never really ventured into the harder rock territory. So there's no nostalgia goggles on here. This is a totally fresh listen for me, and I'm really impressed. While not every song was a hit, I really found some gems that I feel like I'll listen to over and over. It's such a well thought out and unique album with such unique aspects that it doesn't just feel like another album of angry white dudes. So yes, I am glad this album was requested, and I'm happy to take more requests. If there's an album you'd like to hear, reviewed. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you want to hear me talk about. I'd be happy to check out anything you want to throw my way. If you like what I'm doing here, go ahead and like this video, subscribe to my channel, turn on those dadgum monkey fighting notifications. If you want to hear what I've been listening to recently, go ahead and check out my radio station on the Station Head app. It's at Shuffle Perfect and it is playing at all times. I'm Trent Windsor and this is the Perfect Shuffle. That should be a band name. If you're trying to start like a metalcore band or just like any kind of hard rock band, Crooked Yunk, try it out.